Hello everyone, good morning. So today we are going to discuss about product owner. So product owner is one of a role within the product management. So product management is having multiple roles which is related to product, like we have product leads, product managers and product owners, and there are many other roles depends on different industry and organization. Maybe you may have different other roles too, but these are the general roles that we see within the product management teams. Okay, so product management is the team who works with with the customers very closely. So they work with the customers to understand what are their requirements, what are the current pain points that they observe in the current system or current application that they're working, and try to look for the opportunities to improve the existing systems. So this team is somebody who works to get all these kind of information and translate that into epics, features or user story. Now coming to product owner is one of a role within the product management. So we have different roles. For example, like product leads will be working at a portfolio level, and then we have product managers who work at art level, and then we have the product owners who works with the team, so they work at the team level. That means they are representing the customer to the development team. So you act like a voice of the customer to the development team, and basically your role will be capturing the requirements, translating that into user stories, and then the development team will take that and develop based on the user story acceptance criteria. So it's not just about capturing the business requirement. As I mentioned, there can be some pain points users or end user or the customers will be updating, or the business owners will be updating you. That also needs to be something that we will have a note on, and then we will be trying to work with our architects to come up with a solution design, and then see how best we can fit within the user journey, and then we refine our feature in that way, and then we break down that into stories. So product owner will be involved in every stages, from conducting the interviews with the users, getting getting to know how they are using the application, and also day-to-day activity of the users, what are the new requirements, understanding why they need that, and also talking with the architects, engineering leads to look for what is the solution which can be feasible, at the same time scalable, and then also working with the product managers to refine the feature, and then finally you will be working with the development team, because by then you will have a very good clarity about what is the requirement, what is the need of the hour, which is basically what we need to implement, and then plan the release. So when you're planning the release, again you will have to talk with the development team, get to know when exactly they need. At the same time, you will have to understand from business what is their priority that this needs to get fixed at. So you will be playing a very balancing role between your business stakeholders and to your development team, and then you will try to communicate between the two parties and getting them balanced in a way that both agree upon, right? And also you will not just that you will act like a voice of customer, you will be acting as a representative of your team to your business stakeholders. Once a solution is being designed, you will have to discuss that with the business stakeholders to get them understand what is the solution we are planning to bring in, and take a feedback from them if they have any, and proceed further if they have no other feedbacks. So we act to be the mediator to the business stakeholders when a solution is being developed, and communicate the same to the business about what is the solution we are progressing ahead with. So we lead the team. Product owner will lead the scrum teams with respect to uh, getting the requirements, planning the release, communications, operation when exactly we are deploying the changes. Everything has to be handled from a product owner. So product owner will have multiple stakeholders, like business owners will give us the requirement, end users will be somebody who gives us the pain points and different aspects of the requirements, and these end users will be somebody who will be testing our change once we move into UAT and plan for our production release. And then we have the development team who will be helping us with the development. We will also be working with architects to come up with a design, solution design. We will also be working with engineering leads to make sure that whatever the change we are bringing in is something technically we can achievable or feasible or not. And also we will be working with QA for the testing part. And there will also be the deployment team, the operations team. That development team will be mostly working, but then you will be at certain level, you will also be involved on that. And since you will be the owner of this change, so you will be somebody who will be approving this change to go to production, even though users are signing off, but technically from the team level you will be the person who will be signing off. And also we will have the communication team that you will work with to send out the news. And if it is something like a commercial product, you will also work with the marketing as well as the sales team to get these news and also understand what the different trends, do data analysis of it to plan your change when exactly you need to move this change to the production to have maximum utilization and revenue growth with that change coming in picture. So these are the different day-to-day activity of a product owner. This brings us to the next point: what are the different skill set that needed? Since this role requires a lot of communication, effective communication to capture the requirement, making your team aware about what is it, having a right perspective set across, right expectations set across is something that you will have to be working with. Also, you will have to make certain trade-off discussions. So you should be very proactive in understanding the requirements, at the same time with a development team to understand their pain points of development, and then making, balancing the balancing act that also requires you to have a very good trade-off discussions. So which will require you to have a very good decision making, and where how you can have that decision making will require you to have a good understanding based on the data. So you will have to have little bit of understanding on data analysis, how best, how can you get a certain data and try to analyze and come up with how best we can give us decision out of that, the different scenarios that we have understood. So you need to have that analytical skills, communication skills, balancing act, good relationship with stakeholders. These are the different parameters that are very much essential for this role. So if you're somebody who wants to know each and every skill set and how we need to improve on it, please comment below or reach out to me on my LinkedIn, and I will be able to help you out with any of that aspiring questions that you have with regards to this. Hope this was helpful. If so, please comment below. If you have any further questions or any other topics to be discussed, please do comment below. Thank you everyone. Have a nice time.